Well, welcome back everybody. I'm Absurdum. We're going to play some Stoneshard. They just released their new update for the Rags to Riches a couple days ago. So they've done a couple patches and stuff to clean things up in the meantime, and I've gotten to play around with it a little bit to kind of get the rust off from my Stoneshard experience. It's been a little while since I played. In fact, they've changed a lot since the last time I played, not just with this update, but a couple other updates, and I'm pretty excited to see all of it. I haven't read too much to what the Stoneshard update has really brought with some of the new mechanics. I have an understanding of what's to come, but they reworked the economy, and I'm really excited to see a lot of that. Plus, they've added crafting, things like that. So let's get in there and see what we're going to do. Now, I have played this game a fair amount. I have a lot of the achievements for doing different things and stuff, so I'm not new to this game by any means, but I am, like I said, a little rusty, and I'm excited to get back into it. For those that don't know the prologue, we're not going to play it, but...
The caravan is gone. My leg is crippled. Half my men are dead, and the other half are deserters and traitors. The host be praised. At least I've got the Stoneshard. He's
got the Stoneshard. So he was sent on a job that was kind of an ambush, or he didn't realize when they took the job that they're going to be going to a vampire evil cult den to collect the Stoneshard, which is this mystical item. We don't know too much about it, or I don't remember too much about it. And then he finds us because he's injured. He wants us to help him kind of get back to the town and do different things like that.
If I knew I had to deal with an entire cult of devil knows what, I'd think thrice before getting into the whole mess. I'm too old for an adventure like this. If only I could have a good talk with Grinnell right now. I'd ask him what the hell is going on. I've been doing this for 30 years, but I've never found myself in such a tough spot. I need to get back to Bryn. I'm not up to going there by myself, so that's why I sent for you. Do you remember how I helped you out back then? Well, time to return the favor. Damn, it's been so long. Tell me, what have you been up to?
Bryn is an awesome character, and this is one of the few, if not the only, times the game's like voice acted, and it's really, really good, so I hate skipping over it for anyone who hasn't seen it before. So right now, this is where we get to choose our character. Unfortunately, they still have not added customable characters. I think that would be absolutely wonderful. In fact, I think, in my opinion, this is something I've said before in my streams. This is what they need to be focusing on the most. I can't imagine it would take too much work to add in customized characters. Even if you didn't give me like the ability to change the way I looked or whatever, I don't care. Give me this model and then let me change my traits and stuff, and really just to pick my affinities so I can make my character how I want. Because right now, what I want to be doing is, I think, two-handed maces. Two-handed maces in armored combat. I want to go in as one beefy tank with a two-handed mace and put people in the ground. And unfortunately, or fortunately, Arna's a pretty good character. This is the only person that has both. I thought about maybe doing like warfare or athletics, but I think I already have the athletics tree unlocked fully, and the warfare and the achievements for those. And the armored combat I do not. So let's try this one out.
Is that so? Interesting. Anyway, enough pleasantries. It's time to get to work.
I really love to see character customization happen much sooner than it's going to.
So here's the deal. I can't walk to Bryn with my leg like this. So unless you plan to carry me, we need a cart. We need horses. We're in luck, though. While you were away, I had a talk with the village elder.
Nice guy.
We came to an agreement. We'll do a couple of tasks for them, and they'll give us a cart and 2 horses.
Spoiler alert, that might not happen.
Don't worry about the job. It's nothing special. I don't think you need my advice on how to deal with brigands or the undead. The Elder will give you the details. You should go see him right away. No time to waste.
I'm not listening. I'm too busy paying attention to this amazingly animated pixel art cat who's just adorable.
I almost forgot. Here's a map of the area. You need it more than I do.
So this is something that's new since the last time I played.
Also ask the innkeeper about local events. He is a talkative kind. I'm sure he'll answer any of your questions. Off you go then. Good luck.
So 2 things that I've changed right off the bat is, one, they've added this map system, which is really, really cool. Not only does the map look better, you can find these map pieces. I've only ever had the one that we started off with because I haven't played that far into it. But this is just absolutely wonderful. Map exploration was one of those things before that was not bad, but I think was a real turnoff for a lot of people. So we kind of get a layout from the land, and they have actually changed the way the layout was. It used to be pretty, well, you'd start in the top left over here for one, And then this would almost always be to your right. Not always, but almost always. And then the brewery to that, and then this guy up off of it. So the layout's changed a little bit. Now we also have this Drunken Woods Inn, which is pretty cool. It's another place, especially in the beginning, that you can kind of stop and save, which I think is wonderful for coming out to different dungeons and stuff, so you don't have to walk all the way back out there, as well as this guy up here. So I think that's made the beginning a little bit more digestible for new players. The other thing is we can talk to him again, and we don't get a ring anymore, which is kind of unfortunate. Used to be you'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot about this ring. Well, that's not life. So let's see here. We're not going to pick any of our skill trees yet. Let's hold off on that. What I do want to go is down here and see what the blacksmith has for us. And he does have a very nice heavy work club, which is going to be the two-handed mace that we start off with. What we can get for free from the guard is not as good as this, so we're not going to take it. And we'll sell this because there's not much to do with it. 25 coin. That's borderline despicable, but that is how it goes. So you can see when we talk to merchants, they actually show up here kind of what they pay for things, how much they pay for things. A lot of the stuff in the bottom, which I can't point to you because I can't move the mouse. But at the bottom of this menu, you can kind of see that when we start having our own caravan again and start trading things, which is the big Rags to Riches update component, that they'll pay more for certain stuff, which is pretty cool. As well as we can quickly see about what it is they like to buy, what they sell, when they're going to restock, what their equipment tier currently is, what they can repair and things like that, which is also really cool. The economy and something is here that I'm really excited to see more of. I'll talk to this guy, not interested in what he has to say. He also has a spiked club. That's a lot of damage for one-handed. You're tier 1? Yeah. It says in the top right of images too. Now you can see what tier they are, which is pretty cool. I'm a pretty big fan of that. We'll go ahead and sell you this map piece. I can remember the hotkey. There we go. And I don't think there's anything here that I really want to pick up. I feel like this is bloodier than it used to be. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. Let's talk to this guy. We'll get our free equipment. I'm going to choose a ranged weapon, unless it's changed. It's my understanding that this is usually still the best thing to sell. Just because you got ammunition you can sell for pretty good money. For a while there it was something else, but I think ammunition is now the best way to go. Let's come down here and talk to this gentleman. Hello there, you one of those mercs the entire village has been bustling about? Good to have you. Maybe opening some order at last. Waiting for order to do something about this is a waste of time. Don't the guards maintain order? Who do you call guards? It's either geezers or yesterday's youngsters who have weapons handed to them. Now they're serve and protect, so to speak. Each of them is still wet behind the ears, or worse. Way too long in the tooth. I'm telling you, they'll all be slaughtered come a real fight. Something an order doesn't care about, though. Yeah. We used to have more than enough lads in Osberg. Now they're either dead and in the ground or serve under someone else's banner. We barely have enough able-bodied men left in the village right now. It's just me, the smith, and a couple of lads. I take it you're not too fond of the elder? Why should I be fond of a tyrant? What do you think you even came here to be, elder? Just to sit in an attic, never take a step outside, and not a care in the ward. He spends the entire day at the desk scribbling who knows what. Just imagine working outdoors. Be the heat or rain, he's scrawling his doodles, makes himself look important, all puffed up like a toad, and eats and drinks for 3 men. So I've been telling folks to open their eyes to what kind of elder he is, a mooch who lives at our expense. Wouldn't be too bad if he was one of us. A local? No, he's an outsider, a stranger. Where's he from? The hell if I know. Doesn't speak much about it, the bastard. He has a northern accent, so he might be from the Eaters? I don't know how to say that. Seems like he has friends in the magistrate, and that's how he got his cozy little spot as elder. Now he lives off of us, and there's no getting rid of him without angering the patrons. Not to mention how vindictive he is. The moment something doesn't go his way, he makes one's life a living hell. We used to have this lad, Dwar was his name. That was a good idea to talk back to the Aldor. Well, guess where he is now. But I never told you this, dear. So I have to suck up to Aldor unless I want to be the next one to be dealt with. I still want to live. You should stay away from him if you know what's good for you. I'm sure he puts half the reward in his own pocket, only paying you mercs, the host, willing half of what you're owed. What happened to Dwar? What Dwar? I'm telling you, you didn't hear anything from me. You must be matching things. Alright. Well, anyways, what are you selling? That's going to be relevant later. Buy those things from me. Nothing here that I really want to pick up. Even his two-handed clubs, not really that great. It's not terrible. This one's going to do us a lot more good. And has a lot more durability. So, happy to pick it up. Now that we have what we want weapon-wise, though, let's take a look here. So two-handed maces are an interesting start. You have a passive called Keep Them Coming. Killing enemies with the ability in the skill tree or critically two-handed mace weapon strikes activates Mighty Swing for 1 turn and grants energy restoration for 4 turns, which is really nice. Mighty Swing is one of the first actives, probably the one we'll pick up. For 1 turn, gives you weapon damage, staggering chance, stun chance, body part damage, and armor damage with decreasing counter chance, which is pretty nice. Some enemies counter really hard. Unstoppable Force. Leveler Strike to 3. It's kind of an AoE swing. Grants minus 10% skill energy cost for 3 turns for each target knocked back. If affected by Mighty Swing. And the strike knocked target back puts its abilities on cooldown. That's pretty decent. Unbalanced, knocking a target back with two-handed maces. Apply them with control resistance, making them easier to move. I think control resistance is moving. Fumble chance and dodge chance for 4 turns, and can stack up to 3 times, which is pretty nice. And the other one we want to look at is armored combat. So let's take a look here. Self-repair, something that we'll take, but I don't think is going to be the first take for us. Allows us to dismantle things that we find and use them to repair. Each equipped piece of armor with durability above 80% grants bleed resistance to the respective body part. I mean, that's actually pretty nice. Hard targets also pretty great. Makes it harder for us to be shot, which I think will be really, really, really great, and applies debuffs to them. Brace for impact increases dodge chance and block chance. We don't really have a block chance with this weapon, but while it's active, it's all received strikes and shots. Increased fumble chance, meaning half damage received. They get less accuracy, and we get more armor penetration resistance. Not to mention the type of chest armor we're wearing gives us another bonus there. So let's give this. I think that's a decent start, and then we'll take Mighty Swing, I think. Cats, can you get along? You're bothering your brother. He's trying to sleep, and you're bothering me. I'm not talking to you. So we'll have to start with Brace for Impact. It's only active for 2 turns, and this is only active for 1 turn, but that's okay. Let's come here and see if we can get any better armor. Don't want to spend all my money. And we're going to ignore him. He's just being sexist. I would like to repair this, but I'd also like to get some gloves. So I'll increase my fumble chance. It gives a lot better protection. Also don't really care for my hat, but that's okay. This decreases fumble chance, which is pretty nice. Increases the amount of damage we do with our crits. I think I'll take the more protection right now. Our shoes are kind of gross. Our hat's not that great, but neither is what he has here, so that's okay. And then immediately, let's head up here. Let's see if we can get our armor repaired. It's very decent armor. Excuse me, sir. What do you want? Ooh, okay, that's unfortunate. I thought I was gonna have enough money left over. Shouldn't have bought those gloves. Well, that's okay. So what I like to do at the start of every campaign is actually go out and explore. The first thing that they want you to do, or they tell you to do, is to go talk to Aldor and get a job. But it's usually really difficult to clear out one of the first dungeons at level 1. And I think where a lot of people hit a wall first playing is trying to do just what they're told. I mean, why wouldn't you? But going out exploring, finding locations, and doing some easier fights is a great way to level up to level 1 time or 2 times, get up to level 2 or 3. And then it should be a little bit easier. Plus we can talk about how to survive Forge. Hunger is a big deal in this game. You have to manage it, and it's really easy to not being able to try to keep up with what you can make, eat. Forging is really important to keep that up without running out of money. Don't eat death caps. They are what they say they are. Let's explore and find some new locations. We'll take this acorn. We'll take this. We'll take this acorn. These are things that we're going to be able to cook. And they've added cooking to this game really nicely. You could kind of do it before, but it's definitely better now. All right, here we are at this inn. What do we have on me? Advantage? Okay. Please sit down. The cat's very actively trying to get in there. So if you hover over this, your hand's not red. It means you can take it without stealing it, committing a crime. Where this is red, that's your indicator of how you know whether or not you're about to break a law. So let's take that rag. And let's come into this fire. And we'll cook. This has a pot in it, which is really nice. We could put water in it. We can cook certain things. The new crafting menu is actually really awesome, and I can't wait to see what they do with it. But for now, let's take this, and we're just going to roast some things. If I can remember the hotkey. There we go. Shift, left click. There we go. We'll just throw these things in there, and then we can just roast. And they'll be a little bit better. Don't get experience for cooking, which is kind of unfortunate. But you do get experience, pretty decent experience for crafting, depending on what you're crafting. How's our hunger looking? 1%. I crafted 2 sets of rags into a bandage. I got 50 experience, which is a lot of experience in the beginning of the game. That's like killing 2 people. I'm kind of surprised we haven't found anything to fight quite yet, but I think that's going to change here. Point of interests. We'll get experience just for discovering locations too, which also got nerfed. You used to get 100 experience, and now you get 50, which is kind of a real shame. Because they made it really easy to get some levels before doing your first contract. Okay, what do we have here? There's a point of interest. So that cart, expecting it to be a cart. Let's pick that up. Now vision's a big thing for enemies. Sometimes you can pool just one person, and now your fight's gonna be a lot easier because you're only fighting one person. This guy's got what is considered a lance though. No, his friend came with us. Okay. Maybe if we take him to the edge though, we can pull just one of them. Being level 1, fighting 2 people at the same time, and those are some pretty serious weapons. Not super interested in. Okay, so we pulled 1. If you look real closely, he disappeared, but his friend didn't. And now when I go to click, it's as if I'm still in a fight. It only moves me 1 square at a time. So we pulled him, and just him. His big brain tactics. Doing good damage to him. So now we can send him kind of wait a little bit. Heal up a little. Because he has that first range attack that's outside, I walked into him. This guy, we should be able to fight a little more reasonably. We'll brace for impact. He's going to try to pull me in. He failed. Should have my mighty swing, but I didn't. We'll do it now. We'll walk in. Get a nice kill on him. Sounded like we crit. Oof. Not too bad. Made a little bit of a mistake, but we killed him without getting brutally beaten to death, so take it for what it is. So that flea wart we picked up, let's slap it on our arm there. And here's the card that I was looking for. I'll take all this stuff. I'll read this by right-clicking on Earth. Alt-clicking lets you consume or read an item. But I don't need it now, so we'll control-kick it and throw it on the ground. How are we looking? Probably not too far from level 2. Make a big difference. So let's cut up here and see what we can find. And then maybe head up this way too. I feel like they've made it a lot easier to kind of travel around. It seems faster. We're going to cut through the forest here. And you never know, this could be pretty dangerous, what you're going to find in the forest. You could just be walking around. Next thing you know, you stepped into a giant hornet's nest or a bear or some wolves. Most animals, though, that are very threatening will growl at you, give you a warning, give you a chance to get out of there, but sometimes that's not enough. So typically, we're not able to fight things that walk around the edges. That way, if I walk around and there's a bear right there, I can just hit this, travel up to the next area, and they won't follow me, and I won't aggro them. They can follow you between, but if he's not aggroed yet and he's not close enough, they won't. Let's go ahead. Alt-click, drink some water. Pick up a mushroom. Yeah, let's not eat that. And this is where we were, so usually about in the middle of the map, whatever the point of interest is. It could be anything from like a animal den to a camp to who knows what. Thought I heard something growl. That's not a great sign. Looks like maybe ghouls. Nope, that's a bear territory. We got 50 experience. It used to be so much better when it was 100. I'm not going to fight a bear level 1. I have the achievement for killing a bear at level 1 already. And that's more than enough for me. I don't need to prove myself any more than that. I came really just for the experience. And I mean sometimes loot, depending on what you find. There's another one over there. Let's go check that out. That's free experience, baby. And it's a level up. And I think for a lot of new players to this game, and there might be a lot of new players, Splattercat did a video talking about how good this update is and whatnot. Could be bringing a lot of new attention to it. Or players that play this game a little bit but wanted to come back once it got developed more. This is probably my best advice I can give anybody on how to be a little bit better at this game and get past the quote-unquote learning curve. Ooh, some bandits. Got a guy with a stick. He's taking the long way around. Let's move in. Bleeding, which is very unfortunate. Get rid of you. That bleeding can get me killed very quickly. Which is kind of what's happening. Okay, we got him pretty good. He should step down. Go ahead and prepare another mighty swing since we knocked him back. We missed. He died. And we leveled up. Not to mention we got a nice second wind there. Don't count on those second ones, but they can save your life. I want to say, let's take a look here. Strength, perception, agility. Strength, agility, perception. What about armored combat? Strength. I think strength. Strength is going to kind of be our big guy. I don't know if I want unstoppable force. Probably. Strength is probably going to be a guy that lets us do more damage. Block's not going to do so much for us. Perception is going to be another one because I want to decrease our fumble chance. I'm sorry, that's under agility. I want to decrease our accuracy, increase our accuracy, increase our armor pen. Those are going to be kind of big things for us anyway. So I think strength and perception are going to kind of be our big main two. As you can see, our fumble chance is pretty high though. So I would like to bring that down. Now let's increase crit at the bottom there. Okay. Increase armor damage. That's pretty nice. What's my accuracy? 80? Yeah, that's not really that great. I feel like we do an okay amount of damage. We just need a hit. Let's go with perception. That'll be enough to still unlock this next tier for when it's time. Bring your club back out, thank you. We still didn't even discover what we came here to find. Which really could be anything. There's a moose. Or that was a deer. A moose would have gotten aggressive. What do we have? A troll. Okay. We're not going to fight the troll. Maximum danger. The young troll. We'll fight the troll eventually. That doesn't seem like a job for today. I'm going to head northeast so we can kind of explore that map a little bit more. Even though I can kind of see what's out this way. One tile over is where you can see if there's any points of interest. And points of interest are worth going to. Not only can you find something, find enemies to kill, potentially. Oh yeah. Just discovering them gives you some pretty good early game experience. It's just a shame. I kind of hate that they nerfed the amount of experience that you got for it. I really liked getting that 100% or 100 XP for discovering a location. I'm not saying it's not good balance, I'm just saying I miss it. Alright, we got ourselves some friends. Sounds like we picked up 2 of them. 3 of them. A ranged person. See if we can just pull. We might pull 2 of them, but at least we got the one guy off of us. Okay, he's here. And he's in charge. And so is his friend. Very nice. He got stunned up there. Now we're stunned. That's not great. Bro, die. Okay. We're in real bad shape. But we got him. And that's why I didn't want to fight the other guy. You have 1 splint, we'll apply it there. If we had that archer involved too, we would be dead. Some bad RNG can make all the difference. But yeah, it can be a rough game at first, even with a nice big 2-handed weapon. It's going to absolutely tear people apart. Going to eat, top off our meters, keep resting a little bit. We're stabilized, but we don't want to fight with that injury. Let's use some healing salve. Should make healing back up a little bit faster. There we go. Let's take this 1 crown. It's not much. Do you know what? Free leeches are free leeches. No, I don't want that. I do want to go find this archer, though. There he is. So you can take some spots behind him. Let's let him aim wide. Now he's lost the effect. So I'll take a shot anyways. And then he ran out of arrows because he shot some earlier. But that kind of back and forth, letting them lose their aimed shot, is a great way to let them shoot their arrows and then come into melee for you. Much easier. Ooh, a free leak. I haven't discovered anything new yet. Okay. Let's keep going. Some hemp, some lentils. We'll take the lentils. Could take the hemp. We'll take this free food here. It's free food. Real lucky we didn't die to those 2. Pop up here. Surprised we haven't got told off yet. Somebody. Don't get too close because I don't want to actually aggro a fight. Yeah, don't take another step or we'll break your legs. Fine, fine, I'm leaving. We discovered it, that's all I really care. It's good. Free experience. Let's pop up this way. It's getting real dark. I want to try to make it to this point of interest here. There's just a couple other we can discover on the way home. Okay, that is incredibly unfortunate. Let's just block our vision and walk away. Take this guy. And that's how easy it is to get killed. Just don't have a way out. Now you're in trouble. Recommend walking around the edges of the screen, especially in forest areas. Don't do what I do. We discovered the lone farmstead. Come up here and cook. We're just gonna roast some stuff, so. You have a pot in there, no kidding. I don't know if I've ever seen one just come with it. Let's go ahead and harvest this, turn it into lentils that we can eat. We could turn it into a soup if we had some more lentils. We have a leek, which would count, I believe. As a vegetable, yeah. Could make a soup. Oh, we need a plate, or we just have to eat it straight out of the pot, though. That could be worth trying to find another set of lentils, actually. Let's just roast this. We'll eat them. Maybe we'll take the time and cook something. Whoa. I'll take a free rabbit pelt. Yes, please. Let's go up in here and see what's going on. Another note. You do what you want, but until Aldor pays at least 1,000 crowns, I won't set a foot in that brewery. Did you see his guards? They'll gut us in moments. Let Crom and Aldor fight of themselves. It's not worth it. Mm-hmm. Something suspicious going on here. I'm gonna eat these guys. See what's in here. Ooh, some free beer. And pop this guy open. Oh, that's a really nice common axe. You never find the stuff that... Gold bits. Interesting. You never find the weapons you need during your playthrough. Like ever. Ever. Never ever. Let's go ahead. We can sleep here. And even save. We'll just sleep for a little bit. Get some daylight out there. But we have some more food to cook, which will be nice. See if we can find ourselves a lentil. There's also a couple other herbs we need to find out here. One of them being this one. Very nice. Never ever find a lentil. Never when you need one. If we don't find one, that's okay. We'll just eat a handful of them, but making the soup would be pretty cool. There's another hemp. It's this guy, which is the last herb I was looking for. Well, that's kind of a shame. What else we got going on here? Okay. Let's eat this guy. We'll keep you. We'll just eat that. That's fine. Getting a bit thirsty. And we're about halfway to the next level. Level 3 would feel like a really good spot for entering a dungeon. Mountains here. There always seems to be mountains here. Let's head down then so we can try to avoid them. They're impassable, so we have to avoid them. We can try to hit this guy. Seeing much going on here. Kind of a shame. Wouldn't mind finding a couple brigands just to eat down. Get some more experience as you go. It's just how it is, I suppose. Can't make them up here. Is there a point of interest? Okay. See, a nice camp would be kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Pick up these guys. It's free food. Do like some free food. Ah, camp finally. It looks like, sounds like we just pulled one person. We'll see who shows up. Of course he's got one of those. Instead of moving to him, let's prepare a big swing. I think that's probably the better move than what I've been doing. Stunned. Let's prepare another one. Take your time. Alright. Marked out there, no damage. I guarantee you he has more friends, though. There's one. This guy doesn't stand a chance. See, those misses make a big difference. Let's rest, heal up a little bit. Just in case that 10 health is the difference between life and death. That might be it, though. There might be a third person. There might not be. Okay. Uh-oh. There we go. And look at that. A pretty decent dagger. Tier 2 dagger. Never the weapons you need. Let's switch loadouts, though. We'll put this in our back pocket, just in case we need it. Hopefully we'll be able to repair this guy soon, too, so we can get a lot more damage resistance. Okay. Let's take these. We can sell them. Nothing in that barrel, anything in here. Okay, something we can sell. Fantastic. Let's just sleep. Just a little bit, just to get a nice save in there, if nothing else. You never know when something might just kill you and you wish you would have saved. Are we looking? 200 experience away. Another lintel. Take it. Go check out this watchtower up here. We did discover a new POI. Could be worth looking at. That was a rabbit, it was just a log. Roadside tower, 50 experience. Beautiful art. Go get some free water here. Let's go ahead. Eat those. Not much to go around doing here. There's a blacksmith here, I think, just for repair's sake. Oh, he's more expensive. Or the price has gone up since we've broken it more is probably what it is. But let's repair it. I'll do it. It's fine. So, what is this place? It's an outpost. What else? I thought the host's plans for me were to die on the battlefield, but it seems my death will be from boredom. Can't trust this crowd to do anything more dangerous than chasing thrushes and rabbits off the road. I was saddled with complete boneheads. It took ages to teach them how to hold a spear the right way. At least the third one can count and is trained in crafts, so I put him in charge of supplies. Anyways, I won't be jumping to action anytime soon. That's the gist of it. Looks like you wouldn't refuse a helping hand. You guessed it. I'll even add to your reward for my own pocket if you help the village out. Really? Nothing at the moment. Okay. So if I turn something into him, will I get more money? Is that what it's trying to tell me? Probably not, but... That's interesting. Let's head down this road here. Pick up this sleeve warp, why not? Pick up this guy, and then that should not be enough for us to level. Rats. Really like to end the episode by hitting level 3 so we can go out and take that job, but we're close enough that I don't think it's going to matter either way. I haven't seen any bandits with makeshift items either, which is kind of strange. Let's take a good peek around here. One time I was doing a test playthrough of this new update and I found a key. The next time I tried doing a different character build, it wasn't at the same spot. So either I forgot where it was, or the key's not always in the same spot. It's a free scythe. It's not a good scythe, but yeah, it's right here. It wasn't here the other time. Okay. A shed key, you say? Well, let's go see. Over here is a shed. It even says in the description, if you look at it, it's for the southern shed. So we'll go there. We'll open it with the key. Don't need the key anymore, I would assume. And a free place to, well, get food. Yeah, sure. Antitoxin, very nice. And we can take a nap here too. Get a free save while we're out adventuring. I think that's really great for people who are going to go out here and try to do this fort, and now you don't have to try to run all back and forth. I mean, not that this is very far, but if your map gen has made it far, it's nice. It's a nice, much nicer walk. I haven't slept anywhere long enough to get vigor, but if you did, that'd be great. Really hoping we'd run into a couple more bandits, but let's pop back into town. Is that not where we are? Oh, not yet. Let's go south. Hopefully we can talk to people before everything closes up. I don't know if that's possible. I think we might be a little late, but let's head into here. This lovely gentleman is here. Do you have any work for me? I specifically picked up the herbs that he's going to want us to collect, as I already know ahead of time what it is he wants. That's why we got the peppermint and the agrimony or whatever. I finished your task. It gives us some free salve. Not to mention we get some rep for it too, which is really nice. That will be very, very useful. Rep is kind of how you progress the towns to help progress your character. Higher rep means better items to buy. Oh, that might be you. Can you teach me something? No. Was it you? Hey, here's your, this is the carpenter. I found your plane. This is why I went down there and found that broken cart. Would you look at that? I was indeed expecting it. The cart broke down. New plane was left behind. Here, for your trouble. Gets us more rep as well. And I can use that to talk to him about other things later. If we hit the right button, we can see our rep now. is up to, well, still indifferent, but I think real soon we'll be getting to benevolent. We actually didn't get any rough for that, which I kind of thought we would. Interesting. I think we need 3,000? I'm not sure, but we should be getting there soon. Let's go rent a room. Just so we can save, get some decent rest. Let everything open back up in the morning. Get some vigor. All right, and then this is where we'll end the episode. I want to thank everybody for coming by and watching it. I hope you guys are excited to watch the new update for the Stoneshard series. I think this is going to bring a lot of fun stuff. Not to mention this new build, I think is going to be a lot of fun too. It takes a little bit to get up there, but once we're strong, we should be real strong. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you for coming by. It means a lot to me if you take the time to like the video. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. It really does help out the algorithm, really does help bring a lot of new people to the channel, and I so ever rarely ask you guys to do this, so thank you so much. Please take care of yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Bye-bye.